I've tried to film this several times. Let's hope this works. All right, so why do I believe in reincarnation, and how do I know without a shadow of a doubt that my daughter is my deceased grandmother? I'm not going to go in detail like I did the last 3 times I tried to film this, but my grandmother raised me. She's my heart, my soul, my everything. She was alive for my first 2 pregnancies and birth of my sons. Right after I had my second son in 2012, she started to decline with her health, and by April of 2012, May 2nd to be exact, she passed away. At the time, I wasn't married yet, and I did not have my daughter. Fast forward 2015, got married. I actually went and saw a psychic right before my wedding that told me something funny. The psychic actually told me that I would never, ever have a girl. So if the psychic was right, then I know that my grandmom had everything to do with my daughter. So anyway, get married 2015, start trying to have a baby. Okay, by 2017, I conceived, and here's where things get crazy. So in 2009, when I got pregnant with my first son, I didn't know it was a boy, but I said if it was a girl, I was going to name her after my great-grandmother, Helena. Now, at this time, for my son, my first son and my second son, my grandmother, Margaret, was very much alive. So I was not considering a namesake at that time. Didn't end up having a girl, ended up having 2 boys. So when I got pregnant with me and my husband's baby, I said, okay, if it's a girl, it's definitely going to be Helena Margaret. That name was set in stone. However, on maybe my second ultrasound, where we actually got to see the little kidney bean of a baby growing inside me, this is where things got insane. So I get the picture, bring it home. I'm sitting down with my ex-husband. We're looking at it. I see something. I didn't tell him what I saw. I asked him, what do you see? Do you see something? He then repeated to me exactly what I saw. So I was like, all right, let's prove we're not crazy. I decided to send the picture of the ultrasound to my mother. My mother is a devout Christian. She doesn't believe in all this and reincarnation and all the things that I am and I'm into. So I was like, All I said to her was the picture of the ultrasound and the question, what do you see? She wrote back exactly what me and him saw, and I knew we weren't crazy. Now, everybody I've told this story to and then followed up with the picture proof usually are blown backwards. Honestly, I'm still blown backwards, but there's more besides these pictures that verify that my daughter is my grandmother. So here's the ultrasound actually at the OB, and you can see up in the corner here, this was March 1st, 2017. Now I'm going to blow it up for you, okay? Wait a second. Upon posting this, I'm seeing something else, but bear with me. So between the 2 X's, okay, is the baby. But do you see something right in here? How about now? Do you see this? Do you see this woman? Look again. Do you see, do you see? This is the face, eyes, hair, then the collar and the shoulders. So what my mother texted back to me was, she said, I see my mother. Now you can pause and look. Keep looking at it from different angles. My grandmom's in there. So immediately I ran to my photo album and I got the picture because this is the first picture that came to mind. Now look at that. Again, so look at this. Ready? And look at that. Okay? Maybe you're not shook, but we were. And I know that's her. So wait, there's more. So again, we didn't know the gender. But after seeing that and knowing I knew, I was like, my grandmom's in my baby. That must mean we're having a girl. Now, she passed on May 2nd, 2012. I happened to snag an appointment to get a look and find out the gender on May 5th of 2017. We found out it was a girl. I was elated. Everything was great. I was like, great, it's a sign. Everything's going well. Well, I went into labor on my birthday. My birthday is October 12th. My daughter decided she wanted her own day, so she was born on Friday, October 13th, 10/13. Friday the 13th, October 13th. Since my daughter's been born, I see 10/13 everywhere, every day, everywhere, and I swear it's like my grandmom's little sign. But wait, there's more. Here's a baby picture, or a young picture of my grandmom, and there's my baby. So there's a little bit of similarities in her looks. But this is where things really get weird. So me and my husband separated in 2021. And I was really going through a lot of horrible things. So I came in one day from this balcony into my bedroom. And the back wall used to have like a bunch of pictures. I was really feeling defeated. I went over to my grandmother's picture and I said in a very low, probably a whisper, and I don't know why I chose to say these words, but I said, Grandma, I am just waiting on a miracle. No sooner did those words leave my mouth, my daughter, who was like 2 or 3 at the time, all the way down the hall in her bedroom, shouted out, waiting on a miracle. So I run down the hallway to see if there's any music on, any TV on, because that's a line from a song of Encanto. Nothing was on. She was just sitting in her room. And I said to her, did you hear Mommy just now? Did you hear Mommy? And she was like, did you call me? No, I didn't. So how, the minute I spoke those words to my grandma, were they transmuted and re-spoken out through my daughter, who was all the way down the hallway, and there's no way she could have heard me. And why did I choose to say waiting on a miracle? Not like, oh, I need a miracle. Like, too weird. So wait, there's more. So this was like the last piece that confirmed what I already know. Like, you just can't tell me otherwise that my daughter is not her. Also, my daughter is the most loving, kind, genuine, compassionate soul that I've ever met. And that was my grandma. She was literally a saint. Everywhere we go, my daughter is loved by strangers, by people, everybody that meets her. And that's the way my grandma was. So my sister, about a year and some change ago, got a very renowned, well-known psychic as a gift for her husband because his mother's departed. Well, he wasn't really feeling it. So my sister sat down in her home with this medium. My sister calls me after the fact and she's like, I'm so pissed off, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, why? She said, well, it was all about you. So apparently this medium picked up my grandmother right away. And the first thing that came out was, your sister's daughter is your grandmother. And then the medium asked to see a picture of my daughter, pointed to it and said, yeah, your grandmom's got her hand on her hips, pointing to that one, saying, that's me, that's me. And then apparently my grandma went on to discuss me and my children and my love life, but confirmation. And there is a ton of other little things that I'm probably forgetting, but I'm telling you, I know, and it has been confirmed over the last 7 years that my grandmother has reincarnated into my daughter. I don't believe in coincidences. I don't think it's ironic. I know it to be true. I know my daughter also has the gifts that my grandmother's sister passed to me, that I passed to her, and she's definitely very much in tune with her gifts. But there is not a shadow of a doubt in my mind that reincarnation is not real. It absolutely is. And hope you enjoyed my little story time. Sorry it was so long.